Hello parents and students, I am here with my lovely assistant April, and we're going to show you a couple of strategies that you can use when you go to the public library or if you're at the school library and you're trying to check out a book that interests you and is just right for you. So the first thing we're going to do is anytime we go to the library, we want to go to the section that is appropriate for us and our age, and then we want to kind of browse and see, does anything look interesting to me? Did you find a book, April, that you want to show? Okay, and so the first thing we're going to do is preview the new book, and we do that to see if it's interesting for us to read. So some things that we might do while we preview the book is we might read the title, we might look at the cover, maybe read the back of it, look through the pictures, and then if it's a chapter book, maybe we're going to read the chapter titles to make sure it's interesting for us. So we do that kind of quickly just to see, is this book interesting to me or not? What did you think about the book you chose? Pretty interesting? Good. So she might check that out. But before she checks it out, she's got to make sure that it's just right for her. So she wants to make sure that she can read it on her own. And so to do that, we're going to use a different strategy, and it's called the
five-finger rule.
The five-finger rule. Okay, we're going to show that to you next. So the five-finger rule, the way that it works is we're going to open up a book that we think is interesting for us, and we're going to go to even a random page, and every word that we get stuck on or is challenging for us, we're going to put up a finger for every word that we get stuck on. And if we end up with 5 or more fingers up at the end of that page, then we're going to probably try a different book. And so really quickly, we're going to talk about how if you read a page, if at the end of the page you have 0 to 1 fingers held up, what does that mean, April?
Too easy.
It might be too easy of a book for you. If you're holding up 2 to 4 fingers, what do you think, April?
Give it a try.
Maybe you can give it a try. It might be just right for you. And if it's 5 or more fingers, what do you think, April?
Too difficult.
It might be too difficult. So remember the 5-finger rule. If I'm holding up 1 or 2, 0 or 1 fingers, that means it might be too easy. 2 to 4, maybe just right. And then 5 or more, it's probably too challenging. So April chose a few books from our classroom library that she thinks are interesting, but she's going to demonstrate the 5-finger rule. So let's see, April, what's the first book that you chose from the library? Nice, what a classic. Okay, so go ahead and open up to a random page. She's going to read a page just anywhere in the book, and she's going to hold up a finger for every word that she might get stuck on. Okay, so what do you think, April?
It's too easy.
Maybe it's too easy. Maybe she's already ready for a different level book. So she's going to go ahead and pick a different one, and she has a couple of extras. So let's go ahead and try. What's the next one? Can you show them the book? Excellent. What a good book. What do you think, April?
Too difficult.
Might be too difficult. That's okay. So maybe you're not ready for that one yet. Maybe when you get to that level, you'll actually be able to check that one out. But good try. Okay, so she's got another book to check out. What do you think, April?
Give it a try.
You can give it a try. So she had 3 fingers up. That means that she only got stuck on 3 words. And so she might check that one out. How exciting. So there you go. Thank you, April, so much. Let's remind again, first thing that we're going to do when we go to the library and we find this section that's appropriate for us, we're going to do previewing the book to see, do we think the book is interesting to begin with? Okay, and then if we think it's interesting and we want to give it a try to actually read it, we're going to try what?
The 5-finger rules.
Awesome, the 5-finger rule. And remember again, you're going to read a random page, and if you, at the end of the page, are holding up 0 or 1 fingers, that means what, April?
Too easy, give it a try, or too difficult.
If it's 2 to 4 fingers, you're going to give it a try, and if it's 5 or more, it's too difficult. All right, thank you. Happy reading.